Hi, AJ Hartley here, novelist, Shakespeare professor, Babymetal fan and cocktail maker, and today we're going to do a drink based on the song METALISM. So if you've already watched my video on this, you'll know that what we're looking for here is a flavor that combines the energy of the metal with a distinctly Middle Eastern set of flavors. The champion of this particular drink is going to be a vodka which is infused with cardamom and vanilla. And you can make this yourself very easily. All you do is take a bottle of vodka, as much as you want to make, or you could use shochu if you would prefer, a sort of Japanese version of the same sort of neutral spirit, and you drop in a vanilla seed pod, and a few green cardamom pods. Now, as you will have noticed, when you put the cardamom pods in whole, they tend to float. And I wasn't convinced that I was going to get a good flavor from that. So then I have cracked them lightly, just very, very slightly crushed with the blade of a knife, and added the cardamom pods to the vodka. And then you let that sit for about 3 days. Strain out any of the solids, the seeds and the pods and such, so that you've got something that looks like this. You can see it's got slightly amber tinge to it from the cardamom and vanilla, mostly the vanilla I suspect. But when you smell it, I'm getting a lot of cardamom off that, which is good. So, the other ingredients that we're going to use here are brandy or cognac, which has a slight fruitiness to it of alcohols. It's a wine distilled spirit, so it has a tiny bit of that raisin, sort of golden, warming kind of flavor to it. And the other thing that I'm going to use is rose water. This is actually from, I think, Lebanon? Yeah, product of Lebanon. Now, rose water is very, very strong. If you use it in baking or something like that, you use very, very small amounts of it, or the flavor can be overpowering and kind of sickly. So we're going to use a very, very small amount of that, because what we want is an aroma more than a flavor. The flavor is quite bitter and strong, so we want to avoid that. And I'm going to garnish the drinks with some dried mango, to give it a little extra sweetness, and again a little sense of that sort of Middle Eastern and maybe a little bit further east. So I'm just going to take a piece of dried mango, spear it with my obligatory metal spear. Put those in the drinks. And do this ready so that you don't have to mess with it while the drink is starting to get warm in the glass, which we don't want. So I'm using two. I'm making two, so because my wife wants a drink. So so you'll halve the recipe of what I'm doing here. As ever, start with ice. Ice in there. Now, the champion of the drink is going to be the cardamom and vanilla vodka. So we're going to put in about I'm going to go with just under 2 of those. So we're talking about, for one drink, probably about an ounce. And then about a 1/4 ounce to 1/3 of an ounce of the brandy, which in this case is going to be about that. Now, as I said, with the rose water, we want it super light. man, that's strong. I mean, it's really pretty. It's got that floral scent, but it will overpower anything it touches. So a tiny, tiny bit. That might be plenty, I think. As ever with these things, I'm making this up. So you adjust the quantities according to your taste. So we're looking for this golden, slightly evocative drink. Again, the trick with these things is always knowing how much your glasses hold. See, so that's perfect. Really good. I'm getting the cardamom, very slight fruitiness from the brandy. Yeah. It's nice. Excellent. It's quite strong. You could cut it potentially if you wanted. Maybe just one way would be to simply add a little bit more ice. If you just want to sort of reduce the alcohol content and make it a little less sharp, but that's really good. And it has that. I'm trying to avoid using the word exotic, but that's the word, right? That's that sense of foreign places and desert narratives. Awesome. All right, check it out, try it. Feel free to comment, tell me what you think, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.